Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. So, we're gonna go down here and check out, I think I can now go into the memories. And this is the memory specifically that I need to go into to get the thing that will require me to, or that'll help me finish the game, I think. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot that there's a bonfire on the other side of this. I'm smart. Okay. I could have just gone to there. The place unbeknownst. Alright. Well, now let's go in here. Now I can do this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. How did I know to do that? Like, how did my character know to do that? Great Shield of Glory. Whoa, what? Memory of Yag. One cannot reside in the memory for long. Okay. Oh, there's a giant on the other side of that. Okay, so I guess I'm just... I think this is just a boss fight. Whoa, what? Okay, this is not at all what I was expecting. Ow. Ow, I'm dying. Okay. The Giant Lord. Ow. Well... Oh, crap. Well, I'm dead. Okay, then. So we've got a giant lord, I guess. Time to be smart about this. I have a bunch of magic that I can use to maybe try to get some damage done on that. Examine. Can I skip this? I can. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. One cannot reside in the memory for long. Okay. The memory of Yag. Okay. And there's that rolling past me. Alright. Ow. I hate that I can take a bunch of damage from that right away. Oh! That can hit me from... Oh, damn. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Well, I might as well grab my souls while I'm here. Okay, this doesn't seem too difficult. I say now. But I have a feeling I'm gonna die from this later. Okay. My stamina back. Alright, no, this isn't that hard. And I can take I can do 3 hits. Okay. Yep, of course. One, 2, 3, 4, and he's dead. That was actually pretty easy. Victory achieved. Giant Lord Soul Giant's kinship. Sadness. Visions of Merchant. Wait, am I done here? How does this operate? Oh, this is where, I think this is where okay. I think this is where I fought, I think this is where I fought the floaty knight for the first time. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. Cause like this fell down at some point. So, what am I doing now? How do I leave here? Am I done with this? What am I doing? How do I leave? Well, I'll go take this item up here. Fire seed. How do I leave this? Soul of a giant. Oh, I got an item. Oh, do I just, okay. I guess that's how I leave. Alright, I did it. Cool. So now I'm gonna go back to Majula and level up a bunch. Maybe twice, 3 times? I don't know. We'll see. Delicate string. There you are.
Bearer of the curse until hope.
Okay. Let's, get a couple of these guys. And, yeah, that's not enough to get a third level up. But we can now go, I guess we can now go try the Drangleic Castle... we can try the King's Gate, I guess? I think we can now go down here and fight something. Because now that we have the dragon, or the giant's kinship, I think this is what we do next. I have no idea. Hopefully this is correct. If not, I'm gonna have to look it up again because I'm at a point now again where I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, hello. Hi.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot.
Shanalot?
The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none.
Okay.
I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul.
Okay.
Put Nashandra to rest.
Alright, so I guess this must be, you know... Oh, yeah, we've got another, what do you call it? Thing there. Okay, so I think we're nearing the end of the game now. Like, I think we're actually nearing the end of the game. We've got another fog wall, or mist, or whatever you want to call it. That usually signifies there's a boss fight here. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay. I'm probably gonna die a lot of times. But then again, this final boss fight in the first game was like a lot easier than the rest of the game. We'll see how it goes this time. So I guess Nashandra is gonna be in here. Hello? Oh, that's creepy as hell.
Brave undead. You have proven yourself to me.
Okay. Got a Grim Reaper type.
Be one with the dog.
No thank you. I'd rather not. Okay. Nashandra. Oh, are you summoning... Oh, well... I can't be cursed, so that's not really a problem. Oh, but I am taking damage. Oh, I was just continuously taking damage that whole time. I didn't even realize. I was not paying attention. Okay, good to know. Don't do that. We have a boss fight again, and I'm probably gonna die many, many times. Okay, let's get in here, and... I feel like this might be the final boss fight. Or, I think we have one more... I think we have one more dude after this to fight, because I thought we had to fight the king. Unless we already did that? I don't know. Like, the plot of these are very hard to follow if you're not, like, super into the lore. And I just have no idea what's going on. Are you left? You left. Okay. I did get another ring. So what other ring did I get? King's ring, Old Sun ring. Absorb HP from defeated foe. Well, that's not going to be super helpful. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. Boosts attacks when HP is low. I could increase my physical attack. HP, stamina recovery. HP limits. Okay, you know what? No, that's, I don't want to use up... I don't want to use... I want what I have. Let's put it that way. The items that I have are more beneficial, I think, to what we're doing. Then again, I could go try to find a stronger health recovery ring. At some... I don't know where it would be, but that would be a nice thing to have. But we're gonna try this a few more times. And then if I don't get it, I don't get it. We'll see what we can do. I might have to do some leveling up in between episodes and things like that. More prep. Alright, I'm just gonna use up all my great soul arrows on her. Well, ow. Oh, she's coming to me. Alright. Oh. I'm taking damage. Oh, so these things just, like, do damage when you're near... oh, hello. So it's not you that... Okay. Well, ow. Well, I'm dead. Or okay, I am dead. So she's not the one that does the damage to me gradually, it's those other things. So I just have to kind of stay away from those. But I can be near her, and that just gives me... That just curses me, and I can handle the curse, because From what I understand, what Curse does is that it just hollows you, and I don't have to worry about that because I'm already hollow. I've built my whole character around already being hollow, so that's not a problem. Alright. So, I just have to be smart about it and not get close to those things. Unless I can destroy them. I don't particularly need my souls back either, so I'm not going to, like, force myself to collect those if I don't need to. Alright. Oh, time again for this long hallway. I'm glad that I fought those other two bosses here before, because they kinda, like, going straight from those fights into this fight would suck. Even though I think probably what would happen is they would be dead, and then it would just, every time I come back, it would be the next fight. So, I mean, it would be generally the same thing, but I feel like I would get a lot more annoyed at it if that were the case. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I might as well grab these, because why not? Okay, so she's gonna do... Okay. I wasn't expecting her to just shoot it straight like that. Alright. I mean, if she's gonna keep doing that, that's fine. I'm just gonna keep doing Great Soul Arrow at her. Now I have regular Soul Arrow, which does a lot less damage, but it's still free damage. Oh, what? That was unfair. Okay, I'm gonna use a stone. Oh, that's oh, and now they're over there. That's actually really good. Alright, cool. I'll take it. Yeah, if those things stay over there, that's great. Oh, crap. We're up against the wall. Oh, god damn it. I didn't realize where I was spatially, and I just walked right off the edge. I had her almost half dead. I think I can do this. I had her almost half dead, and all I was doing was just using that one attack, which is fantastic. Alright. So maybe I should do Fireball. So I'm gonna try all of my long-range weapon attacks first, and then we're gonna go into doing close quarters combat. We'll see how that goes, because if I can just keep doing that whole time, and then just kind of not worry about it, I think that would be great. She's very slow, and if she's just gonna keep doing that laser straight like that, I think we're gonna not have too much of a problem, unless there's a second phase that's much more difficult. So this is what, our third try here? Our fourth try? I've already lost count. There was the first one, and then... No, I think this is my third try. It's third or fourth. I've already lost count of how many times I've tried this, and I haven't even done it that much. But I'm surprised that giant was super easy. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go through here, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win this time. And again, I don't need to grab my souls, so if I'm not in an opportune position for that anyway, I'm not gonna go for it. Alright, here we go. Start attacking. She's gonna do that thing. Yep. Oh, they're way over there now. I mean, I'm okay if they're just not right in front of me. Alright, that works for me. Alright, just physically coming after me now. Okay, so that's the edge. Okay. Okay, that's that. If I'm blocked, that actually doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, that was bad timing. Oh, crap. Oh, those things are gone. Let's heal up. And then go over here. Ow. Okay. All right. And I should have blocked that. Oh, what? Excuse you. All right, I can do this. I wonder if this is another one of those things where it's deceptively difficult. Like, it seems easy, but it's actually hard. Oh, all right. I just have to not, again, I have to be smart about when I'm doing my attacks. And again, I do want to start with these weaker attacks. What if I start with, like, Fireball? Let's start with those and see how that goes. Maybe Lingering Flame, because that just kind of like sits around for a while. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, most of her attacks aren't hard to dodge. It's just if I get hit, that's a problem. But if I can keep my distance and make sure that I stay away from those weird things, I should be fine. Again, the whole not making a mistake part is the problem here. But hopefully I should be able to do it and get through this without too much trouble. Alright. We are just about there again. I'm gonna swap to this and then... Again, I'm just gonna do Soul Arrow first. Maybe you know, let's try Fireball first and see how that goes. We'll try it. That doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, I don't like that there's 4 of those. Alright. And there's all the fireballs gone. Time for Soul Arrow. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need to be farther away from that thing. All right. Okay, they're gone. But I can just attack you now. And then... Are you gonna do that thing? Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm too close. Okay. Alright. Perfect. I like it. You're almost half dead. Are those things gone? No, they're still there. Oh, this is bad timing. Or bad location, I guess. Oh, you're gonna laser. Oh crap, I'm next to the things. Alright. Yeah, you're more than half dead now. Okay, those things are gone. Alright, free wailing on. And again, they're way over there, so that's fine. You're gonna do, oh. Oh, that's not even far enough to hit me. Alright. Cool. Okay, I have to make sure that I'm not against the edge. Oh crap, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, I'll take it. You want to do that attack again? There we go. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Wait, I didn't win. I didn't just win, did I? Okay, cool. Victory achieved. Soul of Nishandra. This thing is still here. Oh, hello. Proceed to the throne. Oh, I can go over there now. So now we're gonna have the final boss fight. I bet. So, like, now there's gonna be one more fight to do. Oh, hello. Oh, are they gonna make a bridge? Okay. They are making a bridge. Why is that one just kind of like up a little bit?
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again.
Oh, they made like a
It is
staircase.
your choice to embrace or renounce this.
Okay. Yeah, because that was what we did at the beginning of at the end of the first game too. Was you either linked the fire or you didn't. Wait, that wasn't the end, was it? it's like two sizes of.
Sovereign, take your throne.
Oh. I guess I'm done. That's very surprising.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
Wow. Alright. I wasn't expecting to be done with this game this quickly. 42 episodes? Wow. So, is that it? Are we... Wow! We did it! I beat it! That final boss was a lot easier than a lot of the other bosses in the game, just like last time. The hardest boss, I think, so far, it was probably the rat, the giant rat. And then But then again, I didn't go back and try that, and I feel like I probably went in there and fought it when I was way too low to fight it. But the other one was the Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender. That was the hardest fight for me. But I have, with a game like this, I have a really hard time fighting more than one enemy. I do that in Breath of the Wild too. Like I have when it's a hack and slash like combat physical game like this, I have a hard time doing more than one enemy. That's just how I play. So it's I know that's it's probably gonna be a different experience for different people. But that was great. I don't think I liked it as much as the first game. I know for a lot of people this is the worst game in the series. I haven't played Demon Souls or Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne or what's that new one that they did. I haven't done any of those. So I only have the first one and the second one to go off of. And so far I like the first one a little bit more. This wasn't bad. Like, a lot of people say it's terrible. It's not terrible. There's a lot of choices in there that I don't enjoy. And a lot of the game doesn't feel like it flows as well as the first one. And there's a lot of like there's a lot of like difficulty swings, I think, or at least it felt like for me, where like vast parts of the game were much easier, whereas like the first game, it felt like a more natural progression of difficulty. And the other thing about the losing your max health when you lose when you're hollow and you die more often, I don't particularly like that. And I also don't know if I like the idea that you can get rid of enemies like permanently. Like, I know that it's supposed to be like, oh, it'll help you get through this section a little bit faster, but the way that the inventory, like the weapon systems, they repaired every time you went to a bonfire instead of just an overall repair thing, I don't know if I liked the way that kind of stuff worked. I think I liked that more in the first one. But overall, it wasn't a bad experience. It was fun. I liked it. I got frustrated a few times. I cut out probably maybe three or four episodes worth of just fighting the same boss fights over and over again, which I also did in the first game as well, so I can't really fault that. But either way, we're gonna let the credits run to the very end of this because all these people are just as important about this for this series existing as I am for playing it and as you guys are for watching it. So we're gonna get through these. And I like to look at the names. I like to watch. I like to give all the people who worked hard on a game their proper credit and their proper due, whether or not, you know, it's something that a lot of people would like. Supply chain coordinator. So this is the Scholar of the First Sin, which I think was a remastering. And I know that I think there's another remastering after this one too. But so yeah, so the next one would be then Dark Souls 3, which I guess a lot of people would consider to be the best of the three. Which I hope is true, because that'll be awesome going into the best of the three as like the final one. And then I'm gonna do, what is that other one? That like it's one set in Japan or something, and you're like a samurai with a missing arm. What? It's like Shadow of Tsushima or something. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. It's Ghost of Tsushima. This one's also made by FromSoft, right? No, by Sucker Punch. So what other games did FromSoft make? Oh, they've made a lot of games. Dark Souls. Sekiro. Sekiro is the other one. I don't know why I thought it was Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, they also made Elden Ring. I didn't know Elden Ring was actually one of theirs. Interesting. So we've got a handful of these other games to play too. So I like this game style. It's really interesting because it's both hard, but once you get into it, you kind of get a better idea of how the games operate and things like that. So the next game in this franchise, or this, you know, style I'm going to be playing would be then Dark Souls 3. And then probably I might go back and do Demon Souls, because I know they had a remastering or a remake of that recently. And then probably Bloodborne, and then Sekiro, and then Elden Ring. I haven't seen a lot about Elden Ring, but I know that a lot of people were hyped for it, and it's been trending on Twitter for a few times recently. So there's that. Cinematic artist. Oh man. Kim Dong-won. Oh man. I love looking at these names. They're great. Kei Sato. Additional debug. Motion capture. I guess, yeah. Interesting. Medieval weapons consultant. That would be a cool job. Just like, oh yeah, my job is to consult video games about how medieval weapons were used. I wonder if that means that like this game had super accurate medieval weapons. I know that there's a lot of games where like the weapons just aren't realistic. I was watching a video about I don't know who it was. It was like a weapons expert was reviewing handmade weapons in video games, like craftable weapons in video games. And that was really, really interesting to watch. Because it's like, oh, some of these are based on real weapons. And he worked for, I don't remember what museum, but it's like, we have this gun that this handmade one was based on here, and I'll show it to you. And here's the one that was based on. I wonder if there was stuff like that for games like this. I kind of want to look up the Bellkeeper. Oh, are these the voice actors for different characters? I don't recognize any of these. Oh, Peter Serafinowicz. I recognize that name. Sean Barrett, I recognize that name. There's a lot of those that I didn't quite recognize, though. Enemy voice recording. Oh, so this must be the things. We also must be running towards the end here, because usually when you get down to voice actors and the music, shield design contest winners? Oh, that's cool. Usually when we get down to that kind of stuff, the music and the voice actors, in a game like this, the credits are almost over. Then again, some of them run for a very long time. Oh yeah, we're near the end here. There we go. Then again, there also might be an after credits sequence, because that's just how it is sometimes. And, oh wow, lots of copyrights for various things. Autodesk. Oh, the Havoc Engine. I remember when the Havoc Engine was like the big new thing. That's the Havoc Engine is the engine for like you could break objects and they kind of fall apart. I don't know how often it's used anymore. I'd actually have to look into it. Oh, are we done? The Air achievement unlocked. Oh, there we go. Oh, whoops.
Bearer of the curse.
Alright, so this just kind of sets us back inside. Well, either way, I think that's about the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode, ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and look forward to whatever series takes the place of this tomorrow. Bye-bye!